Hello. I think we're back. Yep, I think we're back. So this is LifeSeeker 128, and I am trying to fix my docks. Because my docks are being weird on OBS. I don't think I want to keep them unlocked. So anyway, we are in Camp Searchlight, thinking about what to do next. Intensely thinking.
What can I do for you, boss?
You got nothing for me? Okay. Figure that out later. Cass is here doing a thing. Veronica's here doing a thing. Lily's here being Lily. Arcade is thinking. And Boone is God knows where. Where'd that boy? Here. Here where? Where is here? I don't even know. Well, anyway, Rex is here doing a thing. Eddie is there. Oh, there's Boone. Hey.
What is it?
You got nothing for me. That's fine. So, looking at my notes. I want to do some things. And by the way, I'm looking... Actually, I want to look at my reputation numbers to make sure I've got everything accurately. Boomers, Brotherhood, nada. Caesars, 2. Followers, 16. Cons, 27. 25. 19 for Powder Gangers. Wycliffe Society is nothing. Freeside, 39. 5 in Good Springs. Novak has 20, which is the cap. And Prim has 27. I can go to Prim and do another unmarked quest. Or 2. So I might as well. And I might as well do
Welcome back.
some other thing.
Does sound.
Thank you. Right. Casino. Casino.
What are you doing here? This is our casino, punk.
Punk. That's my line.
You've got moxie, buddy. But we don't take kindly to tourists on our turf. 100 caps should cover this trip into our territory.
Your turf. Guess the news hasn't reached you yet. Prim has law again.
We lose again. We heard Prim was ripe for the picking, so figured we could come here and shake down some of the suckers. We weren't expecting a sheriff here. We're just trying to put as many miles from NCR as we can. We don't want to be anywhere near New Vegas when the Legion crosses the river.
So that's it. You resorted to robbing and raiding.
Our luck has gone south since we lost all of our money gambling in Vegas. We didn't go AWOL from duty to become raiders. But we've seen what the Legion does to people that survive their battles. We wanted to be gone before the fighting starts. And we heard there may be some safety up in New Canaan.
Why not just turn yourselves in?
No fucking way. We're deserters now. The NCR isn't gonna throw us a ticker tape parade for going home.
Well, they do have a few more troops than the four of you.
No biggie there. We've been avoiding the patrols and staying low-key until this mess.
It would be safer to run and find someplace to hide.
Right. Come on, boys. Let's get the hell out of here before the law shows up.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Good God, man. Idolized now. So that is from the Prim Restoration mod. And, let's see. We do... Desperados. A team of moronic mercenaries. And according to my notes, that would have been plus 12 for convincing them to flee. So, and I had 27 in Prim beforehand, so 27 plus 12. 39. Which is like, this is 9 above the cap. So, I mean, dude, honorary deputy perk. Cool. That's not bad. I like it. Save that. Free sunset. Prim Slim has things going on. He just moseying, man. And I can freely take whatever here. Because I am a god here. Well, within reason, of course. And then once the casino's back up and running, I can actually gamble here for completion of yet another quest. Another unmarked quest. And chips. Hella chips, man. Get out. No frigging radios. All of them must be off. I mean, I already have some Vicky and Vance Casino chips. But, you know, we gotta do more of it. In fact, we gotta do Atomic Wrangler as well. So I can get banned from gambling there for winning too much. Being too damn lucky. Alright. Okay, we did this one too. I'm just checking every single one. Hey, Mayors.
I can do right by this town. They were in need of some frontier justice.
Okay.
Watch yourself out there.
Yeah, you check. Don't get yourself killed.
Well, if it isn't the lawbringer.
What's the problem?
My problem is that I'm no longer a deputy. I'm just a beagle now. Apparently 2.5 months of law enforcement experience doesn't count for anything. The new regime is just that. All new. He's a good sheriff, but a hard man. He doesn't abide by anyone slinking by the rules. I guess there won't be any trouble, but the man's law is hard.
Okay.
Well, if it isn't...
Dude, shut up. Just saying the same random shit. Prim resident. Yeah. Damn right, you settle in here and reside as you should. Anyway. What else? What else? What else? Right, we did the moronic. We could also do a pair of dead desperados. But I don't feel like trekking all the way out there right now. Let's do Ghost Town Gunfight. It's time. Hey, you. Oh. All right, so a couple things. Gotta get our first caravan deck. Although we have several cards already, I'm not sure how this is going to work. Probably not too well. But we got to do the caravan tutorial before we can do caravan. That said, everybody should stay out. Just because it's a tiny ass place in there.
That's close enough. Who are you? And what do you want with me?
Not an enemy.
Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. Let's say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan. You know how to play?
What are the rules?
It's a two-player game, and the winner takes the whole pot. You build a caravan using the cards in your deck. The goal is to create caravan bids that beat your opponent's bids. So there's more strategy than luck involved. It's why you won't see caravan in any casino. Too slow-paced. And more importantly, no house edge. Here, take this holotape. It goes into more specifics about the rules. You'll also need a deck, so take one of my spares. So, you feel like playing a game?
Sure.
Don't worry. I'm not that good of a player.
Caravan players begin the game by establishing a mutual bet. There is only one betting phase per game. Since Caravan has its roots in merchant caravans, players are allowed to use any common currency available, regardless of its origins. Though bottle caps are common, players may also offer NCR dollars or Legion coins. Once a bet is established, players move on to deck building. Match. Except, play Caravan, you must assemble a deck that consists of at least 30 cards. Cards may be found in the world or purchased from vendors. You may assemble any arrangement of cards, but certain deck compositions will have strengths and weaknesses against any given opponent. Once you have selected a satisfactory deck, you may proceed to gameplay. This interface will always remember the last caravan deck you assembled. allowing for easy modification on subsequent games. Just add everything. Is there just a add everything button or no? Well, I mean, we could randomize, but I don't know if that proceeds automatically or not. Probably does. I'm just putting everything in. I do not care. So many jacks and queens, kings. Yeah, pretty much I have no idea how to play the game. Can we navigate, like, faster than this? Good God. I'm not very good at it. First phase of caravan gameplay involves each player drawing 8 cards from his or her deck. From this hand, each player in turn lays down one numbered card or ace per track on the 3 caravans. Players' 3 caravans are competing for contracts with their opponent's caravans opposite them on the same track. If a player has no numbered cards or aces in his or her hand, or if he or she is unhappy with any given card currently in hand, the player may discard and draw from his or her own deck. However, discarded cards are out of play for the current game, and a smaller deck increases the player's odds that they will be forced to forfeit the game through exhaustion. Right. So he put down a 6. Should probably be smarter about this. But 10 is higher, so we're doing that. Select a card with W. Okay. And that's about all we can do for that. Have an ace. I don't even know, man. Can't even remember what the Joker does. Let's put that here. And a 5 can go here. Most gameplay in Caravan occurs during the contract war. In this phase, both players are attempting to build their caravans and get them signed. To do this, their caravan must be neither light, below 21, or burdened, over 26. They must also compete with their opponent on the same track to prevent being outbid within the legal range. On each of the 3 tracks, a caravan is considered signed if its value is from 21 to 26 and it is higher than the opponent's caravan on the same track. If 2 caravans are tied, neither is signed until the tie is broken. The game ends when all 3 tracks have signed contracts. Note, it is possible for a player to win while signing only 2 of the 3 contracts, third going to the opponent. In such cases, all winnings still go to the overall victor. The players have the following options on their turn. Play 1 card and draw a new card from his or her deck. Discard 1 card from his or her hand and draw a new card to replace it. Remove 1 of his or her own caravans from the table, discarding all cards in it. Caravans are primarily built with numbered cards and aces, which can be placed in the player's caravans according to the following rules. Caravans with more than 1 card have a direction. Caravans with more than 1 card have a direction, ascending or descending, and a suit. Direction is determined by the last 2 cards in a caravan. Suit by the last card in a caravan. All subsequent cards must continue in the same direction, or they must match suit. Cards of the same numerical value cannot be played in sequence, regardless of suit. Face cards can be attached to numbered cards and aces in any player or opponent caravan. Face cards affect numbered cards and aces in various ways. Joker, played against ace 2 through 10, effects change based on whether it is an ace or numbered card. See below. Multiple jokers may be played on the same card. Ace. Value of 1. Jokers played on aces remove all other non-face cards of the ace's suit from the table. Wow. E.g., a joker played on an ace of spades removes all spades except face cards, and that card specifically from the table. 2 through 10. Listed value. Jokers played on these cards remove all other cards of this value from the table. Example, a joker played on a 4 of hearts removes all 4s other than that card specifically from the table. Jack, played against ace 2 through 10, removes that card along with any face cards attached to it. Queen, played against ace 2 through 10, reverses the current direction of the hand, changes the current suit of the hand. What? Multiple queens may be played on the same card. King, played against ace 2 through 10, multiplies the value of the card upon which it is played. Multiple kings on the same card will have a multiplicative effect. Example, 1 king on a 3 equals 6. 2 kings on a 3 make a 12. Okay, that is interesting. So he just jacked my frickin' dude. Well, put that on here. And then we can put this in here. And then we can... I don't know, man. So the latest card of the pile determines what suit that caravan is. And it has to match the suit or the direction, right? Or am I thinking about this weirdly? Tell you what. You will relinquish this. Yeah, that is not my alert. That is for the stream. I am listening to for music. So the Queen does what again? I can't even remember. Oh, it reverses the direction of the caravan and changes its suit. Okay. So... ace... If I play this on the ace, then removes all cards of that suit, other than the ace, and other than face cards. So that caravan's gone, because we knocked out the base. So that one's 17 now. Why is that? Yeah, and we can make this direction different. Although not really. Okay, and that's overburdened. We can't do that. We can do this, so we shall. So that one's within the range, but his is higher now. Let's do a 4 on this, so it's within the range. And then I guess we can reverse the direction of this and make it diamond. And I guess that's a tie over there. Okay, and we can do this, and we can knock out the base of that, so their entire caravan goes, for the most part. Although not really, because they kind of get the base off it. I do king for whom? I can probably king this 9. And that would give me 18 plus, that's 22. Then we have a jack again. God, they're just building this one up. Guess we can take the 8 off. There you go. That's a win. Cool. And any button to continue. Cool. So, we got that stuff.
What is it?
Caravan is weird. I don't know how much of that I can stand. So what do you do here?
Oh, sorry. I thought everybody knew already. I'm a trader with the Crimson Caravan Company. I'm, staying in town for a bit.
I see.
Did you want something else?
What do you do around here?
Like I said, I'm not from Good Springs. I'm a trader with the Crimson Caravan Company.
Okay. Can you tell me anything about Good Springs?
I've never stopped here until recently. You're better off asking one of the locals.
Right. Tell me more about the Crimson
Been here
Caravan.
for a very long time. It's probably the biggest trading outfit in California. There's a branch up in New Vegas, but it hasn't been doing so well. Word is that the big boss herself, Alice McLafferty, is coming in to fix things.
Joe Cobb is looking for you.
He doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I could handle all of them in a gunfight.
Yeah. Why are they out to get you?
I was on the return trip from California and heading back to the company branch in New Vegas when we got jumped. Not even a drop your weapons and hands up before the bullets started flying. We put up a good fight, but there was too many of them. I took a few of the bandits down before I ran, so I figure their friends are out for revenge.
What are you gonna do about it?
I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own.
Right. Maybe I can help.
We just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board...
I'll ask around.
Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
Okay. Cool. And I don't need any of these guys following me right now. We can go ahead and look at Sunny Smiles for initial aid. Hey.
Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while longer?
Yeah. Suggested?
Can. Take the road southeast out of town till it hits the freeway. Prim is the town with the roller coaster straight south. Can't miss it. NCR patrols do a good job of keeping the highway clear, but I'd keep your gun where you can reach it easily. You never know who you'll run into. Off the road, you'll probably start running into hostile wildlife. My advice would be to stick to the highway when you can.
Any work?
Springs, no. But if you're up for a little scavenging, there's always the schoolhouse. Most
Okay.
of what's in there is junk, but there's this old safe that even Easy Pete wasn't able to crack with dynamite. If you want to take a shot at it, take these.
Okay.
If the lock's too much for you to handle, reading through the magazine might give you the edge you need.
Okay.
You'll need those to pick the lock. Be careful, though. Put too much pressure on them, and they'll snap.
Right.
Always happy to help someone down on their luck.
Job?
I hunt geckos mostly. The meat's pretty good, and I can always find a buyer for the hides. I also help keep the town clear of rat scorpions and coyotes. Not many people live in Good Springs, so wildlife is always creeping in.
Let's talk about Good Springs.
Sure. What do you want to know?
Towns nearby?
This here is Prim. Can't miss it. Since it has the giant old roller coaster right in the middle of town. The NCR's got an outpost there. If you follow the road north, you'll eventually hit Sloan and Quarry Junction. They mine rocks or something, but I heard they got troubles lately. I wouldn't head that direction if I were you, though. Got critters up there that don't take kindly to getting shot.
NCR.
New California Republic. Bunch of settlers and soldiers coming in from the west, fixing on making Nevada their own. They can be right pushy, but the roads are safer because of them, so I tend to let it go. Not that I got a choice. Well, the wildlife for one thing, rowdy locals for another. They're protecting their own. Just happens to help us. They've been holding off this other group from the east, too.
Okay.
Got a funny name. Call themselves Caesar's Legion. Never seen them in these parts, so I couldn't tell you much. I hear rumors, that's about it. Supposedly they keep slaves and they got some real nasty ways of killing folks. But maybe that's just something folks in the NCR cooked up to make themselves seem more useful here. Less uninvited. Around here, mostly coyotes and geckos. The coyotes are pretty dangerous in large packs, but otherwise they're nothing to really worry about. The geckos aren't too tough, but they've got a nasty bite. I've heard about bigger, nastier versions out in the wasteland, but I've never seen them. Stick to the roads when you can, and steer clear of the hills north of Good Springs. The critters up there are big and poisonous.
Okay.
If you want to know anything else, just ask.
I'm
Say
here.
no more. I'm in. Joe Cobb talks about leaving us alone if we hand over Ringo, but I know his type. He and his friends will come after the town eventually. However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people around here look up to Trudy. If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town might decide to help out as well. I know Easy Pete's got a stock of dynamite somewhere, and Chet just got a shipment of leather armor we could borrow. Talk to them as well. Finally, there's a good chance we'll all end up with extra holes in us. So if Doc Mitchell could cough up some extra stim packs, that'd be great.
Cool.
Easy Pete's pretty protective of his dynamite. You'd have to convince him you know a thing or two about explosives before you handed it over. I don't think give is in Chet's vocabulary. Even with the town at stake, he'd still make you barter with him. A silver tongue would help. Convincing Trudy that we had a good plan to win the fight would also help.
Okay.
I'll be waiting.
Alright, hey you.
So you're planning on taking on Joe Cobb's gang. It's a big risk, but I suppose you have to do what you think is right.
Should help me take down the powder gang. All its explosions, lots of fun.
I was planning on sitting this one out, but for some reason, I can't help but like you. I'm with you. Let me have a word with a few other folks, and I'll see if I can't round up some more members for this militia you're creating. While everyone does own a gun, we could stand to be a little better equipped. The general store probably has what we need in stock.
Right.
Be careful out there.
Absolutely.
Prim has a new sheriff.
Hey you.
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you?
Here you got dynamite. That would help us beat the powder gangers.
Too dangerous. Wanna kill all yourselves if I let you touch it. Better to leave it buried. Safer that way.
Explosives. I'm familiar with the care and handling of explosives, dynamite included.
Uh-huh. Guess you know what you're doing. I'll go dig it up and get it ready. You'll have it by the time the fighting starts.
Okay. What do you know about Joe Cobb?
Had trouble.
Helpful.
Welcome.
Why are you called Easy Pete?
Prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Now we'll just take it easy and help out with the Brahmin and Bighorn.
What's wrong with NCR?
The NCR's got a lot of decent folk in it. They just make more of them whether you like it or not. Towns like Good Springs and Prim don't stay independent for long. Not if you've got something against it. Still, the NCR keeps the Legion away.
Do you know anything about the people who attacked me?
The one in the fancy suit they call for shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know. Word of advice from me. You ever catch up with him? Watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say.
Okay. Good prospector, like digging.
Nah. Means I poke for old buildings and working tenants. Some folks just call it salvaging, but never like the term. Way I see it, salvage means it's broken, near worthless. Me, I look for the good stuff. Guns, chems, spare parts. Good money in it.
Never find anything good.
Nope. Way out east by the river, but got run off by raiders. Eventually got too old to keep going out.
Okay.
They're slavers, led by a guy named Caesar, or Kaisar. Not sure how you're supposed to say it. A couple of years ago, they tried to take over Hoover Dam, but the NCR beat them back. The NCR didn't or couldn't finish the job, though. The Legion's got its strength back and is getting ready for another round at the dam. My money's still on the NCR winning, but you never know. We've been hearing stories about legionaries on the Nevada side of the river, so keep a gun handy. You don't want to get caught by them. The dam powers a lot of New Vegas, and then there's all that clean water lying in Lake Mead, too. Anybody who owns the dam owns the territory. Meat and hide, mostly. Can't put a pack on them. You just lay down until you take it off. Can find a bunch of wild ones high up in the hills, but gotta be careful around them. They can put up a decent fight if cornered. The machine? Harmless, no matter what Trudy says. She thinks it's hiding something, but I think it's just a broken down relic with no place to be. Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
Cool. Okay, everyone, follow, and let's go.
Wish I had a first recon guy looking after me.
I mean, maybe later. I'm just trying to get them all in one place that is relatively defensible. Right. Supplies.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for. Can do.
Okay, well, how about this then? I'm just taking his entire stock. All right.
Give me a shout if you need anything else. It's all about quantity over quality. Trouble is, you'll be cleaning and fixing your gun a lot more than usual when you use those kind of bullets. Weapon mods are things like silencers, scopes, bigger magazines. Special ammo includes things like armor-piercing bullets, which don't hurt the target as much, but let you punch through armor easier. There's also hollow point bullets, which have the opposite effect. You can kill unarmored targets easier, but they don't do shit against armor.
Okay. Phone wants me to do my meds.
If Ringo doesn't head out on his own, I think we should hand him over. The town shouldn't get itself mixed into the problem. Don't mistake that for coward talk, though. We're a town of survivors. We'll fight tooth and nail if pushed, but we don't go looking for trouble. The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR. Twice. Both times I drank a lot of liquor and lost most of my caps at the card tables. In that order, now that I think about it. If you ever get to New Vegas, be sure to visit Gomorrah. It's the best casino in the city. You won't regret it. Word of advice, behave. Between the NCR military police and Mr. House's robots, you don't want to be causing trouble on the strip. I'm afraid I don't know much myself. Mr. House has got his own casino, Lucky 38, but nobody goes in or out except his robots. The other casinos follow Mr. House's rules, so I guess that makes him the leader of New Vegas. As far as I know, nobody's ever laid eyes on the guy. I think that robot who pulled you out of the dirt belongs to Mr. House. If Mr. House is looking after you, it's got to be a good thing, right? They're tough sons of bitches. Mean, but not crazy. They'll leave you alone unless you got something they want. The Great Khans deal in illegal chems. There's a good chance that most chems you come across were made by Great Khans.
Okay. Alright, time to fight.
Now just hold on. I never voted to take on the powder gangers. That's a 1,000 cap investment you're talking about.
Well, here's 1,000 caps. Well, take over the town then. Sure, your business will be much better.
You made your point. I can provide people with some leather armor and extra ammo. Sure hope it's worth it. And I'll be guarding the store while all this is going on. I have to put my business first. You understand.
Yeah, of course.
Take it easy now.
Mm-hmm. Maple VIP. There we go. We're done. That. Alright, let's get Doc Mitchell's things. Gentle people.
Welcome back. I had hoped you wouldn't need to come see me again so soon. What can I do for you?
Tell me about yourself.
Well, I already told you I came from a vault. After that, I was a traveling doctor for a spell. It seemed like a good idea at the time. Most folks out here ain't educated, so people with medical know-how are hard to come by. I found that I could help a lot of people with what I knew, and that was all right. Eventually, I went back and married my childhood sweetheart, and that was the end of my traveling days. Didn't miss it none then. Still don't.
Who was it that wrecked me?
Victor. Curious fella. He's sort of odd, and I don't just mean because he's a robot. I couldn't tell you much about him. He's real friendly, don't get me wrong. You just get the sense that that ain't the whole picture. Just a feeling. He keeps to himself, mostly. You want to know more about him, you'll have to ask him yourself. He has a shack on the southern edge of town.
He has his own shack? Know anything about the man they showed me?
I didn't see him or the men with him. You might ask around town, though. Could be someone saw which way they was headed. Your best bet would probably be Trudy, the bartender at the saloon up the road. If anyone saw anything, she'd know about it.
What town?
This here's Good Springs, named after the water we got here, just down the road to the southeast. Good Springs Source, they call it. It's a quiet town, and that's how we like it. We don't go looking for trouble, though occasionally it sees fit to come looking for us.
Can you tell me?
Well, there's a general store just up the road, run by a fella named Chet. He don't got nothing fancy, but he's got your basics covered. If you're looking to wet your whistle, just past Chet's is the Prospector Saloon. The bartender there, Trudy, knows everyone in town. Other than that, there's not much to see. Just people trying to scratch out a living.
Yeah?
Well, there's a general store. Well, ain't we all, right? That was a long time ago. I don't pay it much mind anymore.
Okay.
Seems like wherever I go, it's always the same. Folks just never leave each other alone. Oh, I'm not much good in a fight with my bum leg. And my supplies are scarce, but I'll give you what I can spare.
We'll be using explosives. Do you have something for more serious injuries?
Ain't got much, but it'll do you more good out there than it will in here. Take what I got.
Cool. Alright.
Take care now.
Yeah. Alright, so we got doctor's bags. And there's some free more books I want to take. Man has the books. I don't much care. My karma is constantly fluctuating. As soon as it's down, it's back up again. Ooh. Screenshots. We don't need the Abraxo. Don't need the flour. Don't need the yeast. Do need the books. Watch out. Watch out. There's a two-legged animal running about. And we don't need those either. Not from him anyway. Not illegitimately. Broken 9mm. Doesn't really matter. Blood pack, we don't need. Plastic surgery, cheap terminal, things of that kind. I'm just looking for books mostly. Yeah, I got enough. I got enough. Okie dokie. I need to do a thing with who? Ringo. That's who. Kids. Come on. Just, be here and look funny. Look intimidating. Alright? Alright. We can do this.
So what's going on? Did Sonny agree to help us?
Hell yeah.
Well, I guess that means we're ready to go. Unless you think there's something else you can do.
Let's do it.
All right, I'm ready. I hope.
Time to look alive. The powder gangers are here to play.
Alright. How many?
At least 6. Joe Cobb included. They look pretty mean.
Yep. Let's go.
Oh, Easy Pete came through with the dynamite. Here's your supply. I really hope I don't blow myself up.
Right.
I'll set up near the store. Let's hope that the gang doesn't manage to make it that far.
Alright, so we could probably sneak around. Let everyone do their thing. And not really give a shit. But I'm not too certain. Janie, go. She'll need you. Okay, and actually I should make them follow me. Some random mercenaries.
Hey, cool. A fight. Whoa. I'm hit. Contact. Murder.
Yeah, I don't care. It's in for me, but it's not breaking me, you know. You've gained the Goody Two-Shoes perk as a reward for maximum reputation with Good Springs. Soft-hearted devil. Most people say you're the devil himself, but they also admit you've done a bit of good. And I'm bumping. Thus, we must reset. And we are past 50 minutes, so once I get back in, I think that'll be another break, and I'm going to start dinner. So it'll be a bit of a long break. And then I'll come back for the final part of the stream today.
I owe you a huge favor for this. Here, these are technically Crimson Caravan funds, but I know they'll understand once I explain things.
Okay. You say something earlier about not being able to pay. You're welcome.
I'll stick around for a bit longer, but I'll be gone in a few days. If you ever visit New Vegas, look me up at the Crimson Caravan camp.
All right. Okay. Joe Cobb dead. It's fine. We don't give two shits about that bullshit. Alright. I think we're good to unstealth. Hey again. What you got? Nothing? Nothing. Okay, so first off, how are we doing? We are maxed out on Good Springs. Yeah. And that didn't take very much at all. And we did Ghost Town Gunfight, which we ousted Powder Gangers for. And this is mutually exclusive of Run Good Springs Run. I should probably implement some better way of tracking that kind of thing. Oh, man. And, yeah, I'm going to do some note keeping, and Powder Gangers are 30. Jesus Christ. They really hate me. So, Powder Gangers are now on the shit list. It's not larger than that, so fine. So, what is our Good Springs? 15? Yeah. However, what really is our Good Springs? 17. There. Okay, then what really is our Powder Gangers? So, the only thing we did Ghost Town Gunfight, minus 12. Player never harmed any of the Powder Gangers during the battle. It's negative 12. And I did. I did harm a few. Like, several, at least. And I don't really know how much per kill that is, but we can figure it out at a later time. So, that was another part of the playthrough. I hope you enjoyed. This is LifeSeeker128 on YouTube and Twitch. And I'm going to do my spiel text while it is showing up. And I gotta open the thing because it's not triggering automatically. It's a piece of shit. Alright. For some reason, the recording duration longer than number isn't getting triggered, and that's a problem. Anyway, this is Advanced Scene Switcher, something I'm trying out. Anyway, running the macro manually. So anyway, I am LifeSeeker128 on both YouTube and Twitch. If you're watching on Twitch, go check out my YouTube. I've got all the VODs there. If you're watching on YouTube, go check out my Twitch. I'm probably streaming right now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow my channels. And also, leave some comments if you think I'm doing something wrong. You know how it is. Anyway, more to come. And this is my break time.